combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end. BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end.
Oh, we back at it again. Jay, Jeremy, Miriam, Ryan, friends until the end. What's new this week? That is our mission. Spoiler leaks, not our ambition. Call us geeks, come on now listen. Black and nerdy's our position.
Blurred boys, y'all know what to expect. Enter the podcast, we come in correct. Survivalist world, we coming for the throne. Blurred boys, survivalist zone.
BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end. BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end. Hey, 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 hey.
Taylor.
It's the Blurts about a guide. It's the Blurts about a guide. It's the Blurts about a guide.
Change the subject, please. Forever a great show, and where she is now is one.
I
thing,
hope she's
but,
okay.
I loved
That's
the
all.
Amazing show.
I'm happy that it produced Drake and Josh up until Drake went crazy. But yeah, welcome to another episode.
Child? No, fuck that. Dude.
Not crazy. He just
Allegedly.
All I know is Dan Schneider and the kids that were around.
This
There's
is the
a
second
team.
time in the beginning of an episode that we brought up that man's
Because
name.
fuck Dan Schneider.
Allegedly.
Allegedly fuck Dan Schneider.
no.
Okay, let's restart.
No. We're going twice now. Welcome back to another episode of
We
Boys
got their
Podcast.
attention.
Fancy way to
That's
start
the hook.
this episode. That has nothing to do
Why are we
with
putting
what
that
we're
man's
talking
name
about.
in our
Content, no.
Just a reminder.
But anyway, welcome back to another episode of Blurred Survival Guide. I'm your co-host Jay.
I'm your co-host Jeremy, and this is season 4.3.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Right
Okay.
on the money.
Ding dong.
How you been, buddy?
Been good. We
Check in real quick.
we took a little week off because everybody was doing stuff. You had an impromptu trip to Huntsville twice. That was hilarious.
Wild. I mean, like in the middle of Comic Con of all things, too.
Well, in the middle and afterward. That's why we didn't have the episode last
Right,
week.
exactly. It didn't work out.
Yeah, but no, I mean, definitely that was the one big thing that we happened. I went to Comic Con all weekend. Jay joined me. Miriam was doing her marital things for the wedding and whatnot. Sounds like she may or may not have chosen dress. We don't know yet.
I did.
She said yes to the dress.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the reveal. 11/11.
The saga continues.
Just a blur spot got it.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, the wedding
Blurred
is
Survival dress
sponsored.
reveal. Oh my God. No. God, no. God, no. Just our faces on the side of it over there in Saturn.
This is just like flowers, but just like our face, like it's just like a flower
A
tower.
bouquet of the faces of the logo.
Just got Ryan, just like you're getting what you're also working at. Like,
We'll do that only if we get a flower bouquet of your face.
I'm gonna be honest, if it's at Saturn and I don't have to like actually do anything for y'all's wedding, I'm probably gonna go sit with whoever's in the tech booth.
Go ahead.
well, I'll be standing up there with you, so that's
Right.
that's that.
Right.
But yeah, not other than that, like
You don't have to do anything.
Okay, I don't know, y'all. I don't.
We want
It's
our
y'all's
friends.
wedding.
We want our friends to enjoy the time,
I
not
don't
have
enjoy
to.
it.
in the sound booth.
Right, just not having to work.
Yeah, but no. Other than that, some fun stuff happened. Well, fun stuff. Some stuff happened at work this past week. I am now the kitchen manager. Salary, baby.
Hey.
Hey! Get your bag, brother.
Money.
Coming up.
Also working on my personal project. If you haven't seen on Jerry Bear 3295.
They're so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Working on,
Definitely a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, it goes. It's kind of like showing everybody that like with the other things that we're trying to do with like the musical and everything that we've told y'all about. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of how
I think it's a perfect
kinda,
like mock-up of it. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of model it for us, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so
Your lip syncs are on point, by the way.
I'm trying, man. It's definitely work, and I'm happy that I'm working it. It's something that I am passionate about this year, or however long I decide to do it. But I'm loving to do it, and yeah, that is what I've been up to this past week and a half. How you been?
I've been great.
Yeah.
I've been great. We've been hanging out, combination of work and just trying to catch my breath, to be honest with you.
Oof.
It's been a bit, this year's a very busy season for us as far as work is concerned.
It's only February.
And legislative session hasn't even started, and that's a whole thing that I have to deal with this year. But anyway, been watching some good TV. Been watching a lot of Superstore. Been watching a lot of Abbott Elementary.
Shout out.
I finished the National Treasure series.
I still have yet to start that.
I enjoyed it. But I also really like the movies. So like,
Oh no, I thoroughly enjoyed the movies.
I think that they do some good homages to the original movie series in the new one. So I think that's cool. Riley Poole makes an appearance.
Did the movies happen in the show?
Yes.
Okay.
So it takes place after all treasures have been discovered.
Okay.
The original
So you think?
the original FBI agent is in it. You know that doesn't catch them from doesn't stop them from stealing the Declaration.
Yep.
His grandson's a major character.
That's crazy.
So I guess it's cool. I've enjoyed it as a follow up as well. Like, yeah. So we've been hanging out, planning a wedding, enjoying it. Honestly.
Woo!
I think Ryan can relate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, what you been up to? We haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I've just been doing shows. We did where did we go? We did Grand Junction, Colorado, in Denver, Colorado. And
Hell yeah.
We were somewhere the week before. I don't remember where we were.
Yeah, we're going to the weirdest spots in
Yeah.
in the country.
The routing is weird, but they're fun.
It's the country festivals for me that
I haven't gotten to do one yet, and
I'm scared for you. I know you're not scared, but I'm scared for you.
I'm afraid
I'll
for
be
you
fine.
when you
I
have
can
to end
fight.
up at Rock the South.
He said, I can fight.
I mean, Rock the South, where Trey is I don't think I would be necessary if they went to Rock the South at this point. Which would be cool. And I hope at some point he does do it set at night, but I don't think he's doing a nighttime set. Where he is right now. We're doing the National Peanut Festival in Dothan, and we're headlining one of the nights, so that'll be
The
fun.
National Peanut Festival is in Dothan.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's
Shout
wild.
out
National,
Dothan.
full on the whole nation.
I mean, it's not it's a smaller show.
They say national, but it's
the
really
Peanut
just the
Festival is
southeast
a
region.
month long.
Got it.
A thing.
Okay.
There's a bunch of farms or some shit down there. I don't know.
Shout out Dothan, Alabama.
Shout out Dothan.
Go Troy.
They're having a show down there, and it's gonna be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Go to the beach.
I mean, it's college town. Why not?
Yeah, I'm driving by myself, so because I'm going separate from them because they have a show the night before that I'm not going to. And I think I'm doing something else that day. Working something else.
It's
That's right,
an
so
interesting
I'm not
drive from Montgomery to Dothan.
Yeah, I've done it. I did it recently for a homie's engagement / no, not engagement, elopement party.
Oh, cool.
So it was cool. It's not a bad drive.
No, there's a farm out there where there's a rural artist, and it's this black guy, and he has a whole bunch of metalwork stuff just on the road. It's really cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But yeah, I've just been doing shows.
All right.
Stop it.
Meryl.
What's up?
Meryl.
I'm
Boss
good.
lady, what you been up to?
Working.
Producing.
Director.
I saw something on the Facebook.
Yeah, y'all got a grant.
The Michael Jordan thingy.
Yeah, so the Birmingham Education Foundation is a recipient of the Michael Jordan and Jordan Foundation Black Communities Grant. We are a grantee for 2023 of a one-time grant.
And the Jordan year, nonetheless.
We announced it
He announced on his birthday.
on his birthday. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
is he gonna make a trip down to good old Birmingham
He
or
should.
to Ed Foundation?
I don't think so.
He's not.
This is his foundation, so
Different.
What is he doing?
he's been busy. It's a crazy time of year, but just hanging out, playing some video games, doing some escapism, and planning a wedding. So yeah.
We missed South Central. That was this past weekend.
Was it really?
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah,
I heard some girls talking about it in the bathroom today at the movie theater.
South Central Classic.
Yeah.
Home high school.
Yeah.
Well, we're still gonna. I don't want to. Did you
Go
get
to
the
the
invitation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the one who shared it with you.
I'm so hyped for that. Actually. Yeah. It's our.
We can't say it in public yet because we don't know if certain people listen
He
to
don't
the
listen to this podcast.
That he. No, he probably don't.
Anyway, boys, what are we talking about this week?
Hey, thanks. Thanks, boss. Let's get into this here underrated, underappreciated,
I think
animated, acclimated, aided, made it.
I mean, we have. There's so much going on. So like, I kind of want to like talk about how we got to this conversation because we were talking about Disney and Pixar and the differences, and then we ended up landing on
just underrated animated movies.
right because it's.
Well, initially started out with Jay and I and Miriam as well went to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Quantumania this past weekend. Ryan, unfortunately, has not yet. And so it's
I'm
like,
sorry, I was working.
go watch it! Shame!
I'm sorry.
This bitch! You ain't give them your opening weekend money.
We didn't either. It's Monday.
I think
It's President's Day weekend,
It
though.
counts.
Oh.
It still counts.
Capitalism.
Counts. This bitch!
But yeah, instead of doing that because he hadn't watched it yet.
Soon to come. Soon to come.
Yes. We so Ryan gave us a wonderful idea of getting into some, not really a debate, more so some recommendations for you guys because we haven't actually given you any recommendations of some of our favorite movies and or TV shows or pop culture media in a hot minute. So we decided to do some underrated animated movies that we all enjoy.
Yeah.
We all got a list of about 5 of them that once you hear them, we might go into a little bit of a nostalgic rant because they were some core memories of our childhoods, all respectively. Some of them you may not have heard of, some of them you've definitely heard of, and that's okay because we're going to get into it and we're going to talk about it. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I think I have the worst rated one
Introduction.
on
That was
Rotten
fantastic.
Tomatoes. Also, yeah, commendable.
Thank you.
So
Give this man an award.
yeah. Is
You
there
got
Is there
An
like
award?
is there like a potty or like a casty?
potty. I love that. Can we start them? Can we start the potty awards?
I'm sure there's a podcast award show.
Sure.
somewhere.
Surely.
But not called a potty.
I feel like it's part of the Webbies somehow.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube somewhere.
No. I don't think it's the Webbies.
What's
It's there's one for podcasting. But anyway, they don't pay us.
Is that our new goal? To get a potty?
I mean, that, yeah.
anywho?
So
Get a twat. A twat. Have you?
my first movie
Okay, I got it.
There you
got
go.
it. Got it.
is The King and I, which is based on the 1951 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical The King and I, which recently was revived on Broadway
Classic.
and won a couple of Tonys.
We did that at Mountain Brook High School.
Oh,
You know what?
In the King Black?
No.
No.
Asian.
No.
Asian. That's right.
No. No.
Anyway.
There's one
Not at
white.
all, bro.
There's supposed to be one white woman in that
white
show, and there was a lot of
The majority of the cast is not
white.
White.
of American
Right,
descent.
like I knew that it was like it's something like that.
Yeah.
shout
Anywho,
out Mountain Brook.
Racially,
let's-
this racially diverse cast, right?
Yes.
Oh, we also did it at Canterbury Church.
Maybe I shouldn't have done this movie. Anyway,
Whitest.
it is a excellent watch. It's only 89 minutes,
so
so
sorry.
just under an hour and a half. It's gorgeously animated.
Ryan, you do recommend some amazingly like short but also quality
Yeah.
movies, honestly.
I mean, that was probably about how long I could sit still for as a child.
Okay,
So, that
yeah.
was it. And this was like a movie that I saw for the first time at like the dentist office in like the waiting room.
That
What a
is
good
very
memory.
fitting.
Some fond memories.
Like-
Disney, like
Not even just Disney.
It
Just
had-
movies in the dentist chair.
that and like just like the we don't have a budget, but we have like $5 and
VHS
3
tapes.
animators who
Yeah.
aspire to be something.
And I mean, there's some like gorgeous sequences in this movie.
It's Disney, right?
No, it is. Who made this movie? It is Warner. It is distributed by Warner Brothers. It is production company is Morgan Creek.
That sounds like a banker.
Sure does.
Morgan Creek and Associates.
Morgan.
Morgan.
We're for the people.
I just. This is not a paid sponsorship.
I wish.
Bro, he's
Bro,
the only
he took over the buses. Shannara got the billboards. He got the buses.
The Morgan and Morgan guy, whoever he is the only lawyer that gets on like the radio, and I'm like, dang, I believe you.
Them commercials, bro.
They're be good, but anyway.
Shout out I'll go next. We can go in.
Shout out.
Going in a circle.
I'm gonna shout out Fern Gully.
Hey.
This movie was a classic in my household. My sister loved it, therefore I loved it. It was made by.
Loved it by proxy, didn't it?
Say what now?
Loved it by proxy.
Absolutely. I mean, it came out in '92, so I wasn't born yet.
Was this the is that the one with the animal that Robin Williams played?
Yes.
He he did it for free.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Because
Yes,
I don't remember the plot of Fern Gully.
Kroyer Films.
Who?
Kroyer Films.
Wasn't it like a subsidiary of Disney though? Because like he said he wouldn't do Aladdin if he
It is
wasn't
a
able to
successor. It's a successor of Walt Disney Features. Yeah.
So because Robin Williams said, I will not do the Genie for Aladdin if you will not allow me to do this movie. Because
It's a fucking beautiful movie.
It is
so pretty. It has one of the best
You will cry.
storylines. You will cry.
I think I've seen
It also is woke as fuck. Protect the fucking forest.
It's an environmental
It
play.
is. It's emotional. Like 5-year-old me, 4-year-old me
What
was
like the original Lorax
crying.
was.
Yeah.
Like the
This is what it really
Lorax
wanted to
was,
be.
this is
Now,
what
how
Fern Gully
can I be?
I'm crying about trees in this movie and like the spirit.
Isn't
of
like the
forest.
villain like the Sludge and one he played by Tim Curry?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Also, underrated villain song.
Oh yeah, no, dude got sick. How you get sexy with Sludge? Like
Underrated villain song.
Ooh, it's such.
I'm
Anyway,
like Tim Curry.
Simply a
if you haven't watched it, if you're a zillennial, then you need to watch this movie. It's 10 out of 10.
You for gonna be fighting for your
Check it out on Disney Plus.
I think so. I know I watched it recently, and I'm pretty sure I watched it on Disney Plus. Yes.
It is on a streaming service.
Yes. If it's not that, it's Amazon.
Amazon. Has
Definitely on
everything.
Amazon.
Everything.
You can watch it now for free on YouTube, Tubi, Amazon Prime.
Hey,
That's it.
shout out YouTube.
Tubi.
Even easier. Shout out Tubi for the greatest Super Bowl commercial.
It was the best
100%.
commercial. It was
I agree.
100%.
Bet. Fern Gully, environmental. Dope AF. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Let's go back to the OG Pixar film. Well, after Toy Story. The second Pixar film, A Bug's Life.
I love that movie.
We getting like
Die.
environmental all around.
Baby
one of the-
Hayden Panettiere.
Some of the coolest
Oh my God.
animation, like
That
Flicks.
was Baby Hayden Panettiere.
It
Was
wasn't.
not.
It was.
She was that.
It
Damn.
was.
That's
Who
right.
did Flick's voice?
We don't know.
Yes, we do.
We wouldn't know
Yes,
him.
you do.
Not Flick.
Flick, yes, you do. It was,
All I know is
If you
his
say Woody Allen, that's ants.
gadgets were legit. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
things that he came up with. Poor Flick, he was just trying to help everybody
David
out.
Foley. You do know David Foley.
Dave Foley?
David Foley.
Dave.
David Foley.
Dave?
On IMDb, he's David.
Somebody, right?
What voices did he do?
That's what I'm looking up real quick.
He was on Fresh Off the Boat. He was the principal. He did a lot of voice acting.
Not a
didn't
memorable
watch that.
character and Fresh Off the Boat. I'll be honest about that.
Well, anyway, Kevin Spacey was also the villain. He was Hopper, which
Kevin Spacey as a villain. I mean, it's one of the best voices that you could possibly have. Honestly, even though he is a villain. in real
That is
life.
one of the best villain speeches,
facts.
I think, in cinema.
When you're, especially as a kid.
In general, because he goes through it. When he does the with the example with like the seeds,
Yeah.
and he just keeps giving him more. He's like, "Hey, you want another one?" He's like, "No."
And then he just like hit
He's
breaks.
like, "Oh, you want 1,000?" He's like, "That's what happens." And I was like, "Dang."
He understood. He
Yeah,
understood what
capitalism.
what it was.
He did. But also, like, his brother, who was voiced by Andrew's dad in Big Mouth.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Also, that psychopath of a grasshopper.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh,
gave
no,
me
like
nightmares. Bro.
terrifying.
Oh my god.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that thing was scary.
I remember I think it was like Mulan or Tarzan. I had a VHS, and one of the previews was A Bug's Life, and I remember just thinking, I was like, I've seen this movie too many times now.
One of the top tier soundtracks in A Bug's Life.
True.
But also,
Honest to God.
can we talk about the opening short?
Sequence? Oh, the
opening short with
Is it
the
the
old
grandma?
man.
Is it
The
grandma?
old man playing chess with himself.
Yeah. That
Y'all
was-
remember that?
I do.
Of course.
Oh man, that you don't remember that, Jeremy?
No,
It was that one. That was that one.
I swear I thought that was Toy Story 2.
Nope.
Because it like led into
No, that was Nemo. Never mind. I was gonna say it was the sheep, but that was Nemo.
Hoppy Cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Jackrabbit.
No, it was the tap dancing thing.
Illumination Rabbit.
No, it was a tap dancing sheep, and then he would get sheared, and all the animals made fun of him, and then he grew his fur back, or his wool back, and then like kept tap dancing. I was like, and then he got sheared again. They're like,
I'm googling it.
I swear that short was in front of Toy Story 2, but besides
I could be misremembering.
Anyway.
your resident, it's your turn. Your resident Disney expert has spoken.
So I'm gonna go something newer first. Because I didn't. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Mitchell's vs. Machines.
Ooh.
Underrated. The Sony one. The Sony one.
That is such a good movie.
Mitchell's versus the Machine.
I mean, I know it's newer, but it's still
Nah,
underrated.
it's underrated.
Like you didn't. It's not popping off like everybody's talking about
When people say Mitchell's versus Machines, they give the reaction that I just gave. That, ooh,
it was so good. It was so good.
fantastic.
Like the story, it was the comedy, the animation, like in a similar style as they did Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Bro, like that movie is still one of my favorites.
Freaking Live Your Life, like
Yeah.
they use that song as like the emotional crutch of the movie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the dad taking to the daughter. I'm like, I'm sitting there tearing up because they saved the world while singing "Live Your Life." I'm just throw his microphone away.
But yeah,
Well, nice.
yeah, that's where I'm gonna start off. Mitchell vs. Machines.
Yeah.
If they ain't checked it out, people gotta watch it.
Netflix, baby.
It's on
let's
Netflix.
say tell them where to watch it. Netflix. My next movie is Lion King 1.5,
Boy,
because we know how I feel about Lion King.
Boy.
sequels.
that's
I
my
love
favorite
them.
sequel.
They're so good.
It's funny. I mean, you
It's
can't.
a good
beat-
alternate story.
Exactly.
It's a
I
nice-
mean, it's
It's better
definitely-
than the Legend of the Titanic.
Titanic to Electric Boogaloo. No, but it's I mean, they definitely the whole Lion King series, just those three movies, definitely follows the Hamlet
Yes.
formula because that's definitely Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Right.
Yeah.
And then but I mean, like I said, that as a whole movie, I mean, you get to see where Timon grew up. You get the bops like Digatana, Digatana.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you got that. Look at Raven singing
Into the Grass.
Yeah,
Into
What's
the Grass.
Pumbaa's song? Pumbaa's got a song in it, doesn't he?
Puma does not have a song.
No, they just, I mean, they made
they
Hakuna
just-
Matata into like karaoke and like just bumped that up to 11.
Got it.
Because Hakuna Matata is
And then
forever a
he
classic.
eats the bug that's bouncing across the
Yeah.
woods.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That-
It's also one of the most meta movies.
Yeah, because like them watching the movie.
It's very self-aware.
Yeah.
It's them watching what happened in between Lion King.
and narrating it.
Yeah.
I mean, he can say this is like, what happened in between the lines? before the story.
Shout out to Between the Lions.
Oh, man.
I was
The
wondering.
mouse, it was a mouse?
Yes.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff.
No, I watched,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
also one of the best like deluxe editions of all time. Like the second disc had a bunch of badass games on it.
Oh yeah, bro! Like the animatronic, like the Disney World ride they had that like broke off the rails.
That one was sick.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
You can find.
I think
it.
you're still playing on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you can also.
You go to extras. Yeah.
What?
They're in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
One more thing from like Lion King 1.5. The like the snail eating contest between teenage Simba and
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Pumbaa.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It was Timon.
It was Timon.
Also, them ending up in every single song from like.
Oh yeah, trying to find like when they were trying to find where to live.
And
It's
they
like if
just-
the neighbors won't be quiet, like they're like, I just can't wait to be king.
Yeah.
they caused They caused the tower
The
to
fall.
fall.
Right, they caused the fall.
Them Irish dancing out of
Out of a be prepared.
prepared.
It's like
They were there the whole time. You just didn't know.
The sequence when they are like trying to sabotage Simba.
Oh, can you
and
feel
it
love
just-
tonight? Yeah.
And it just doesn't work. Set to Jungle Boogie.
It was that. I mean, the amount of other songs they used aren't Disney property because used that Jungle Boogie. They used 007
Yep.
themes.
Sunrise, Sunset.
Oh, that's right.
That's where I first heard.
Yeah.
That's the first time I heard the song was in that movie.
And Timon is singing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Shout out Nathan Lane.
I love Nathan Lane.
Sunset. Yeah.
Shout out Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember you had an elastic beard?
Oh my god. Do you remember me being a Russian dancer?
I do.
What a time.
I do.
You
I remember
broke
watching
Michael
that.
Flowers? I will never forget it. That's
I
another.
remember what's the second one.
I'm gonna shout out my one of my favorite movies of all time, and think it's an underrated for forever, Iron Giant. This movie shaped me. As a child, we had it on VHS, of course.
It's always a good rewatch.
Shout
It's
out
just-
to Vin Diesel.
I was like, Vin Diesel just voicing these just large
It's
creatures.
just If you watch that and you watch E.T., E.T. gives you the satisfaction that you want from Iron Giant.
He gets to go home.
Yeah. And Iron Giant is just like so
I'ma
sad.
die.
I'm still waiting on the fucking sequel.
You want the sequel. We deserve a sequel.
They teased it. They teased it at the end. They teased it
I
at
mean,
the
if you
end.
want to get technical, it was in Ready Player One.
Yeah. They do bring it. They bring him back there.
Not the same.
It's not.
I know.
It's not.
But Harry Connick Jr. as Dean, that was
He's so cool.
Dean went with his coffee, and Jennifer Aniston as the mom. Also,
Wasn't it like her first voice acting role?
yeah,
That's hilarious.
Hogarth made Twinkies look so dang good. He would shove the whipping cream into the Twinkie. As a kid, I wanted to do that so bad.
It's a smart idea.
Never done it.
But animation at that time too was just
It was different.
Top
man.
tier.
It was different.
It
What
was
year
so
did that
pretty.
movie come out?
99. Mhm.
Same year.
But
as,
it was
that's the same year as.
But it was
Tarzan,
old
right?
comic style, which was what was cool. It was 60s comic style,
Right.
but with that modern animation.
I mean, it was gorgeous.
It took place during the Cold War, so
When the earliest uses a CG.
really,
because
Iron Giant.
CG.
wow, that's
They
dope.
didn't draw him.
Some first, but
some of it they did.
Yeah. No, it's not like. It's not like a dramatic,
Right.
distinctly different thing.
Sure, but
He
you can
looks-
tell the way he
yes.
moves and
Like how some of the things in Atlantis look weird.
Yeah.
It's
Like
so
more
cool.
3D than others.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are early 3D renderings.
that's cool.
But not as much as Roly Poly Woolly.
Right.
He's roly poly.
Or Meet the Robinsons for that matter.
Or Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, Meet
There
the
you go, better
Robinsons.
example.
Which great segue, Jeremy. What's your next one?
Guess I'll just move that one up then, because that was Meet the Robinsons. Apparently.
You've been produced.
Now, what would have been crazy if y'all had switched and Jay was actually doing Meet the Robinsons and you just said, I'm just kidding.
Just pass it on.
Nothing now, all right? I'm done. Yeah.
I tell you what your list is.
She said, I am the producer.
Produce. But no, Meet the Robinsons is on the list because it is definitely an underappreciated, underrated movie.
I've got a
I-
big
Saw it in
head
theaters.
and little arms.
Man, we were quoting that as kids.
Bro, the
First time I saw it in the trailer all the way up through the movie, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, that is...
the science, the freaking, the two different time machines were so dope. And then the bubble technology, all of that, I was all about it.
It was just an amazing movie.
It was.
Bowler hat guy turning out to be Little Mikey.
Man, if you got family issues, you just felt for all.
That baby needed a hug, alright?
Oh, he did. He did.
Bags in his eyes are like this big.
Mike, what's his name? Mikey?
It's one of the
Mikey.
most satisfying ends to a movie
Truly.
Yeah.
ever.
Very happy ending.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't feel like forced.
Nah.
Where they're like, it's a kid's movie. We have to remember to make it end happy. It's
Right,
like,
that's so true.
it feels earned.
Disney said this is our first. It was one of Disney's like first foray into like 3D animation too. So it's just like
when they cause a time paradox because he meets his older self.
Yeah.
I have always said that I would love to see this movie reanimated with today's standard in mind. Because I think there were so many cool elements to it. I understand like the appreciation of it. I get it.
I don't think they could, if they remade it, I don't think they could reanimate it. I think they'd have to do it live action.
which would also be dope.
Because like reanimating it it's not like they could remaster it.
Sure.
But I feel like it would cost way too much money to just
Reanimate it.
Yeah.
something like that.
I hear
when
that.
It's already been done animated.
I get the logic behind it, but I just think it would look so beautiful, honestly.
I like the quirkiness of it because it reminds me of Robots, which is on somebody else's list.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole deal. 'Cause,
It really does.
But Robots had better animation than it did than Meet the Robinsons, bar none.
What both did they?
Different styles.
It was different styles. They just both had a quirkiness to it. It was just like
I think
I
that
like you.
the level of detail to me in Robots was better.
I mean that domino scene was
phenomenal.
But
the physics in it.
But Meet the Robinsons, them toads, them frogs.
Them
That fool was
frogs,
singing.
them frogs,
Them frogs was
boy.
singing.
They were swanging,
They
bro.
were swanging and singing. That's all I have to say about Meet the Robinsons.
Go watch the movie if you ain't watched it.
Disney Plus.
Well, I gotta follow it up with Treasure Planet.
Ooh.
Because
Still one of the most beautiful movies. of all time.
100% still holds up. Like
Every aspect
based off
of
of the original book, whatever,
A young J.G.
Treasure Island and everything. But like the way I think some of the best animated films are adaptations of like written literature a lot of the time.
Yeah,
And like just like in the thinking about
Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Treasure Planet, Sinbad.
But when you
Summer
have something
Island.
that was great, like written in great detail,
Right.
it makes it easy to make really pretty animation.
that's facts.
Because you have something to.
Stuart Little.
But then they like up it. They go from Treasure Island to Treasure Planet, right? Like, and they just
They say
completely
we in space.
yeah.
And he's got a surfboard with a rocket on it.
How about it?
That was crazy.
That opening
Parasailing
sequence
surfboard.
of
That
him
was
paras-
the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
This man fell.
when he goes through the little like
The-
water
yeah,
wheel,
man, you
you
know-
go, ooh, oh.
The stakes.
The
they set the
goosebumps.
stakes so high.
Also, little what is our little floofy
The
friend?
little morph.
Morph. I
Morph.
love Morph. One of the best sidekicks.
Oh,
Some of the best McDonald's toys came out of that movie. Let me
dude,
just
the
put it down.
games that came out of that movie. There was like
The
6
computer
of them.
games. There are a lot of good computer
There were
games.
6 of them that you could collect, and your computer would remember, like if you had all 6 of them, so you only needed one disc to play them after you put them in the first.
Y'all,
box.
y'all kids don't know. That shit was
A
wild.
disc.
A
Yes.
A compact disc.
Y'all be scanning QR codes.
Dividend.
Dude.
What's a dividend?
APP. I got one for you.
What's a dividend?
But yeah, no, Treasure Planet was. I mean,
The
I don't know-
soundtrack.
My thing is, I don't know if you could. Our generation doesn't consider it probably a underrated movie, but I think
our generation
across,
would count it as a cult classic because
right. But across
None of
like
us
the
watch it.
span of like animated movies, it's often forgotten,
I agree. But the soundtrack.
right?
That soundtrack.
I never knew there was an era of not having Disney movies, but
with no like Disney music.
right.
It is not a musical.
You taught me that.
You are.
Well, you're welcome. Knowledge is power.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Ryan, what you got?
Alright, so my next one is going to be Flushed Away.
What is that?
Also, great McDonald's.
What is that?
What?
What is that?
So,
You know I'm not afraid to be that guy.
Flushed Away is a 3D animated movie.
It's claymation.
Claymation.
That was
excuse me.
claymation.
Stop motion?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Like Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Claymation. Yeah.
But
Starring
better.
Hugh Jackman as a
And
rat.
what was her name?
Was it Keira Knightley?
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Winslet,
Okay.
Ian
Yeah.
McKellen, Andy Serkis, Bill Nye, Gene Reno, Shane Ritchie, and Joshua Sill, and a whole bunch of other people.
Huh. Why have I never seen this movie?
Also, this movie had a bunch of frogs.
It is.
Now we're singing the shit out of some Bobby McFerrin.
There is a legacy of singing frogs in animation.
It is a
Apparently, man.
it is a nice love story. It is a really funny movie. It is really. It's not like B movie levels of stupid.
No.
But it approaches
I can't let it be B movie level.
It's not. It's better than that. You would really like it, actually.
Another underrated. No, I'm kidding.
But it's a fun movie. I feel like it's underrated because it is just one of the most memeable movies that I feel like people haven't fully
They haven't
appreciated.
memed it yet.
They haven't gotten it. It hasn't.
They haven't
been
reached meme
approached
status.
yet.
Well, aren't they making like a live act? They're doing something with it.
How, Wade?
Please.
How?
No, they're doing something with
These
it.
are mice that are spies. How you gonna make that live action?
I don't think.
This is like aardvark film animation. Like, what do you-
they made
Yeah.
Chippendale live action.
No, they're making a 2. They're making a Flushed Away 2.
Oh, sure.
Yes. They are. But there is a petition
To not have it?
to not make it.
Cool.
Dead.
You can save your money, do something else.
It only has 202 supporters, though.
Give me a live action Treasure Planet.
Please.
Save your money.
Live action Atlantis.
Live
Please.
action Anastasia. Like, we
Yeah.
have options.
I get a live action Pocahontas at this point.
No, it's
No.
not.
Why not?
Because, no.
Is that,
I don't want to see a 12-year-old.
because that's not a story that... Anyway, we need to be talking about
Valid.
romanticizing. We shouldn't be romanticizing it, that's why.
Not these colors over here.
These white men are dangerous.
That's the only part that I will take live action every time.
And then cut. That's it.
That's it.
That's the whole movie.
Give me like $10,000 to get them all in makeup, all, like Native Americans.
That one scene, that's
just
what
one scene. He just walks up. These white men are dangerous. Cut,
That is-
film, edit.
I'm going to be honest, that is probably the funniest line in any Disney movie ever.
Because it's so real. It's the realest line from a Disney Renaissance
They
film.
could have followed up that song with anything. Like,
They followed
it was
up.
such an intense moment, and he just comes out.
These white men are dangerous.
I mean, it's the facts.
Facts. God.
My next movie is The Road to El Dorado.
Come on now.
El Dorado.
Again, I say, these white men are dangerous.
It's hilarious.
Emphasizes that to the umpteenth degree.
Facts.
Damn.
But it is a very funny movie. It is definitely a more adult movie than a kid's movie, in my opinion.
See, you don't think about that when you're kids, but then you grow up
No,
and you
there's
see...
some scandalous
You're like,
things.
No, it's some scandalous scenes because
We were
homeboy...
thinking about it as kids.
I'm gonna say, well, homeboy's head popped up and then homegirl's head popped up from a different position, and I'm just
I
like,
think Owen Wilson should play the blonde character.
I still think not Neil.
Yeah, you said
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, okay.
And Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. For some reason, when I say Neil, my first person goes to DeGrasse Tyson.
We got about 5 more years before they can't make this movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right,
Like,
so you get on it.
Because
If that's your
well, I mean,
cast.
RDJ is already getting up there, and like he ain't looking too hot right now either.
Man, in the Oppenheimer trailer, he looked
Yeah, that's
old.
what I'm saying.
Crazy.
He
Well,
looked
He look old on
That is
Instagram.
also a Christopher Nolan movie, so if he wants you to look old,
He
you're
gonna
gonna
look
look
old.
old.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what's his name? Dude that's playing Oppenheimer.
He looks
Oh,
so
yeah. Cillian
old.
Murphy.
Yeah.
He looks
is-
so old.
Cillian Murphy is sexy, and that is not what he looks like.
Transformed, man.
Yeah.
He came on the screen and I said, he is old.
You did say that.
Anyway, Joey.
American Tail, 5 goes west.
Hey, some great songs in that.
Don Bluth film. Man, my mom told me about Somewhere Out There. That's Bob. Tiger. That's my boy.
Oh, man.
Dom
Tiger.
DeLuise is the name of the actor who like played all those characters.
Okay.
Because like in All Dogs Go to Heaven, he was like the floppy eared dog.
Okay.
Yeah, like this voice here, and it was
Yeah.
like New York, but it was like kind of whiny too. Yeah. Hey, I'll have to pull up the video because that was not a good impression, but yeah, like I learned about the lazy eye because man, them scenes the cats were trying to take over the western town.
Is Gus the one?
No, that's Cinderella.
No, that's
That's
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Excuse me.
Yeah, Faba, his sister.
Different mouse.
Yeah. Man, American Tail, like, I had all three movies. I had American Tail, Faba Goes West, and then the third one, they was in New York, and that was, like, shot like a TV movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We always watched American Tail movies at the after-school care program that I was at. And, like, because they're historical, like, right? Like, they all have that, like, a little piece of...
Yeah, a little Jewish family trying to get to America.
Right.
The Jewish family ends up in Texas.
I mean,
somehow.
the one where they're escaping the Holocaust is insane. Like that is some heavy...
This is the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one.
First
I
one.
feel like Five Goes West, I mean, like, a lot of those things were pretty cool. Like, I never seen water look so tantalizingly delicious. Like, it made it look like... They called it liquid gold, and it looked like liquid gold. Like, it was delicious.
You said tantalizing.
It was tantalizing.
He was seduced by the water.
I was. Somewhere out there.
Me and your dog. Maybe rats. No.
Nope.
Okay.
Would y'all consider Atlantis underrated
No.
animated film?
Nah.
No, I don't. Like, I mean, not anymore. At least at
Not
one point in time.
ever, honestly. It was. I saw.
So out of the movies that came out during that time, Atlantis was the most popular.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, then I'm gonna throw out Inside Out then.
I consistently forget Inside Out was a thing.
Bing bong.
See, I've never forgotten Inside Out was a thing, so I guess that's why. But I guess to the public, Inside Out is.
Bing bong.
Man, I mean,
All
your
right.
feelings, your emotions. It's like the first movie that like introduces Pixar to this new
We gonna be
existential
on your ass.
like theme with all like across their different animations. I think it's an important movie.
I showed that
I-
movie to 80 kids this summer
They loved it.
over 2 days, and it was the perfect way to help start the conversation about feelings and identifying our feelings. And you know what? It's really easy to blame your emotions on the angry little man in your head instead of, it's just a great movie, and it teaches kids about feelings in a really great way. So,
I've always enjoyed the movie.
I love that movie.
When Bing Bong, like,
I saw it
Rest
for
in
the
peace.
first time.
Go
in
to
Iron
Forgotten
City.
Memories.
yeah, man.
That's a cool place to see it.
Yeah.
Where did you first see it?
Iron City.
Interesting.
Yeah, they used to do like movie nights. It was cute. And there was one of the movies I showed, and I was not prepared for Bing Bong to like just die.
Bro.
Just have that emotional connection to you real quick. And then,
Disappear.
yeah.
Oh, I was sitting up on we were sitting up on the top on the side, and me and like Lizzie Hosmer, shout out, we were just sitting up there like sobbing.
Just like not-
Made you think about your imaginary friend, didn't
Say,
it?
what happened with your imaginary friend?
She's still there.
Good.
Skip.
I'm not gonna share her name on the internet.
right.
It's rather embarrassing. I'll tell you on
Ping
the
pong.
podcast. It's worse than Big Bang.
But yeah, Inside Out, top tier movie.
Very underrated. Ryan, you got two more?
Oh yeah,
One
I
more?
got two more.
Yeah.
So the deciding which one I want to talk about last has been a very hard decision. I think it came to it. So I'm going to talk about this movie called Quest for Camelot.
Right.
It is a King Arthur story,
Right.
as in the name, and it is about after King Arthur becomes King Arthur, he establishes himself as
So it's after
he's a
Sword
great
and
king.
Stone.
It's after Sword and Stone. He's an adult. He's
Aye.
got the knights. They are killing
You
shit.
got Lancelot.
There's a round table.
There's a Lancelot. There's and everybody.
Is he
there's
trying
a
to?
round
Is he trying to
table.
get with his girl?
No, this is before
Lady
that.
Guinevere.
So this is like the peak of.
Oh, okay.
This is Single Man.
And there is a member of the Knights of the Round Table that is just a bad guy, and he is animated as such, and it's really funny because you know immediately. And
Evil Grain or
he comes up
whatever.
with a plan to steal Excalibur, and
This
tries
is
to
the Black
steal.
Knight.
No,
Is that making a racism?
no,
Okay.
it is
Is
a
his
white
skin
dude.
darker than everybody else's?
More racism. No, we're just gonna
More
make-
African
we're gonna make
olive than
the-
Mediterranean olive.
And he tries to steal Excalibur, and Excalibur ends up getting lost, and he kills one of the Knights of the Round Table. So the daughter of the knight decides that she's going to go on a quest and get Excalibur back.
Cool.
And she goes on this quest and meets a blind dude living in the forest, and they team up and go on a journey and get Excalibur back. It's great. And the highlight of the movie is Steve Perry from Journey sings like the blind dude song.
Oh, what?
And it's ridiculous.
love
It's
Steve
so
Perry.
good.
Unnecessarily so.
I'm gonna have to watch the
absolutely
movie now.
wild.
Journey is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Right.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Pierce Brosnan is King Arthur.
Oh, love Pierce.
Just a blind ass man.
This movie came out in 1998.
Stop.
We're gonna. Y'all said it was gonna be me that got us canceled.
Traveling a lonely land. Took a sin I don't. Going in.
All right. Anyway. Anyway,
That lonely girl.
it's actually based. I'm just finding this out. It's based on a book.
Oh, cool.
By Vera Chapman called
that's
The King's
animated
Famous
movies
Seller.
are.
It's really nice. It's very good. It's Warner Brothers. It's 86 minutes, so
In and
so
out,
much,
sure.
In and out. But it's a very good movie. It was. My dad would just bring home movies for me and my sister sometimes that he thought were interesting, and this the DVD, this package, this thing came in. Instead of it having like a normal clasp, it had like another piece of cardboard that just came up and over.
Oh, I
And so
remember
you had to,
those.
like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
Hop it over. Yeah.
I was like,
It
alright,
wasn't even
this is weird.
magnetized. It's just there.
No, but I remember watching it and was like, yo, this is lit. And the movie's amazing. So definitely check it out if you have time.
Quest for Camelot.
Quest for Camelot. I
In
don't know.
parentheses, blind ass man. Oh.
Oh my god. Let me see if it's on any. It is on YouTube for $2.99.
No.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Free? Or with
Prime.
a paid subscription?
On Prime.
It's on Prime.
Prime. That's a subscription.
No, like some of them have like the free movies. Oh,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
No, that's yeah. No.
No, not Stars.
No, he's talking about if you have an Amazon subscription,
Is it free?
is it free
Well, sometimes
or
they
is
have
it
some
you have to
subscription.
rent it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you have to rent it.
Okay.
But I will.
I was under the impression it was free.
The first person that asked me to rent it for him, I'll rent it for him. It's a great movie.
I can pay $2 to watch a movie.
Moving
I'll
on.
pay. I'll cash out somebody $3 if they hit me up
That
and be
day.
like, let's watch Quest for Camelot.
Movie
So if
night
you're
at the
listening,
Williams
if you
Syndicate
want to
House.
watch Quest for Camelot,
Let's go.
I'll send you $3.
Come on with it.
Did you have another one?
Oh, do you want me to do both of my last ones?
Or do we have enough for another round?
I mean, it depends on how much you got on that camera there.
I restarted, so we're good.
So yeah, one more round and then another round. So
Alright, so my next one
Yeah.
is...
last two rounds.
Last two rounds. I'm going to go with a more recent, but still older, Megamind. That movie is so funny.
Yes,
is funny.
The comedy, Will Ferrell, like, right? It was
The
Will
flair
Ferrell.
for the dramatic.
Jonah Hill
Was that who?
playing the villain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
It was Titan or yeah.
It was just funny. It's just a
Titan.
good movie.
Nice.
Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Jabba.
You want to talk more about Magma?
Oh yeah, that was fast on me.
Right, that was like two sentences and then next.
I thought somebody
I'm
else.
sorry,
was
I don't
gonna
have
do
much.
that.
To talk. I don't have much to add as an individual, and y'all always
I
wait for
loved
other people.
I love. If you haven't seen Megamind, like spoilers, but it's an old movie.
Right.
I
would be
love the
spoilers for this
twist.
whole episode. We haven't seen
Yeah.
any of these.
I love the twist in Megamind with the Superman character being still alive.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, I got sick and tired of it. Like
Yep.
I thought that was really
He
interesting.
said I was done. Like,
Yeah, I thought that was really cool because you don't really get to see that
someone just being
in
done with
superhero
it. Yeah.
media without it being ridiculously violent.
Oh, okay, never mind. 'Cause
It's
I was about to
never-
say you see My Hero, but then
I'm
you
thinking
said-
All Might. I'm thinking like.
Well, not even All Might. I mean that, but also like currently, and spoilers for My Hero, but not really. There is one like it's in the comics as well, in the manga as well, where dude is like just like watching people get rescued, or like it's after the whole war has happened, and the whole battle has happened with the Paranormal Liberation Front. All the like this one hero is watching everybody like get rescued. He's standing there, he's just like, I can't do this anymore. I quit. And like, it was a hard moment because he's like, I don't want to be. He says, I don't want to be a hero anymore because of just all the trauma and destruction that has just happened in these past like hour.
God dang.
Yeah. Well, he said no violence. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
We also love a good villain turned hero story.
and that truly is what it is. And with a Will Ferrell spin on it, that yeah. I like it a lot. Another villain turned hero story. Natural segue. Monsters vs. Aliens.
That's a cute movie too.
Hugh Laurie played a cockroach.
Stephen Colbert plays the president.
He does play the president. Was it Rainn Wilson who played the villain, the actual villain, like the
Yes.
alien with the
Yes.
It
all
is
nines?
Rainn Wilson.
What did Rainn Wilson change his name to?
It didn't.
Yeah, he changed it to a more to raise awareness to global warming.
What?
Yeah.
Rainn Wilson.
Medical peace.
No, it still says his name is Rainn Percival Dietrich Wilson.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what you're talking
Rainfall, heat wave,
I was
extreme
just-
winter.
that's-
about. Oh my
Wilson.
god, rainfall, heat wave, extreme winter,
Yes.
Wilson.
He did change his name.
Wow.
I mean, that's on Instagram.
There's a bunch of articles about it too.
There's
NBC
a
News has it,
Variety
too.
article. There's a Forbes article. Wow. Fascinating.
Y'all didn't know about that?
No,
Shout out to Rainn Wilson or Rainfall.
Rainfall.
Heat wave.
just rainfall
I mean, you call it heat wave if you want to. Heat wave Wilson
or
It's kinda
extreme
badass.
winter.
Rainfall, heat wave, extreme winter, Wilson.
Thank you. Sorry. Sidebar.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
Besides rainfall and all of his environmental
Also,
friendly
Reese
names.
Witherspoon's in the movie too.
Huh?
Yeah, she's the woman.
Yeah, the giant woman.
Seth
you got
Rogen.
Seth Rogen as Bob the Blob.
Yeah, the
Bob the Blob.
Yeah.
Will Arnett is
It's like-
missing link.
yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
That's funny.
What a cast.
What a cast!
The whole. I mean, of course.
Paul Rudd's in it too.
Yeah.
He's like the husband who like leaves giant woman. That lady.
The one time
John Krasinski. He got like half the cast. Of the
I think John Krasinski's.
That is yeah.
husband.
He's a husband who's like the news anchor. Who's like
Yeah.
the news anchor.
Hubert.
Probably.
Cuthbert.
I think that's it because I think Paul Rudd is the professor.
I'm not that familiar, unfortunately, but I have seen it.
I'm just looking at the cast. Amy Poehler's a computer in it.
Yes.
I've figured out.
I'm just loving that scene that became a meme where like president is up there with the keyboard,
Yeah.
just sitting there.
Also, one of my favorite jokes from that movie was when he was trying to make coffee. He's like, "Is this the coffee maker?" And it's like the nuclear.
Yeah.
Holocaust. And they're all like, "No!"
Oh God.
I mean, it's funny. Like
Him
all-
also screaming and knowing that Stephen Colbert had to scream higher than he ever has in his life. Ugh.
that movie. I feel like a lot of these movies that we've like named have been just fever dreams of with budgets
Oh yeah.
that just became movies, and we let it happen.
Mhm.
Speaking of that,
Hey, what's next?
I was gonna say, if someone
Hotel
does-
Transylvania.
Nice.
Hotel. It's a Happy Madison production.
Aren't there like six?
There's
of them
four.
now?
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler. He's the lead on it. David
Kevin-
Spade,
yeah, David Spade is
Andy
the
Samberg, Kevin James.
Kevin James is Frankenstein.
Fran
Steve
Drescher.
Buscemi.
Fran Drescher's in the first one.
She's in most of them. She's Frankenstein's wife.
Hey, Miranda Cosgrove,
Eunice?
the girl.
No, Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez is.
Sorry. My bad.
Get your teen actresses right.
Yeah, man. No, I love this movie. It's absolutely.
It is quirky AF, but also really good. I want to find my zine.
I mean, you don't get. There's only like one other, and I think it's probably Eight Crazy Nights, like Happy Madison animation production, and so it just makes me happy.
I mean, the sequels.
Well, obviously, like I'm talking about the series, but like outside of the Happy Madison universe, it's just like within the Happy Madison universe, there's only
also
Hotel
too.
Transylvania's series and Eight Crazy Nights. Another underrated movie.
We'll save that one for the holidays edition.
Yeah, right. For the holidays.
Looking at you, Santa Claus 3. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, so.
Last one.
My last one is probably in my top 2 movies of all time. And that is Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas.
Go ahead with it.
I'll be 100 with you. I ain't never seen it.
So,
Me either.
I'm telling you,
have.
I will watch this movie whenever you want.
It's a very good
Which
movie.
one?
So
This one
good.
or
Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas.
first?
I said I will pay for somebody to watch Quest for Camelot.
Oh, so you won't watch it? Okay.
He'll pay for you, sweet.
There's a difference.
Now, but Sinbad
Sinbad-
will watch with you.
Sinbad I'll watch with you. Maybe. Depends on who you are. I don't know Sinbad. But
Everybody in this room are definite.
yes.
Most of y'all are out of this room. We don't know.
I don't know.
Still up for debate.
Hit me up. We'll talk about
Hit
it.
my Snapchat.
So at Blurred Survival Guide.
No.
DM us. DM us at Blurred Survival
Yeah,
Guide.
Blurred Survival Guide, please. Let Jeremy do it.
We'll vet it out.
But this movie is one of the most gorgeously animated movies of all time.
More so than Prince of Egypt?
Like up there with Prince of Egypt.
Alright.
I said one of, not the.
It's on par with Treasure Planet.
Yes. Like the Eris sequences
Egypt?
in this movie, like the villain is Goddess of Chaos, Eris. She's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
It's Michelle
It's a
Pfeiffer.
good villain. Yeah,
She's
shout out Ant-Man.
fantastic. As this villain, she's so funny because she calls Sinbad stupid and it hurts his feelings.
Aw.
And she says, "You're not that cute," and he just gets so hurt.
Aw. Poor
Brad
ego
Pitt
moves.
doing his,
And
He's
he's
Sinbad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
acting
fun.
his ass off. The Allstate guy is his first mate. Incredible.
His name Lawrence.
No, hold on. I have it pulled up on my phone.
He was in like this military show on CBS.
Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis Haysbert.
Joseph Fiennes is Proteus. Catherine Zeta-Jones is Marina, who, by the way, one of the best female leads in any movie ever. Is actively the smartest person in the room the entire
Definitely an
time.
underrated female lead, for
Like,
sure.
they would not have made the journey if she hadn't been there, and the movie makes sure you know that.
And the movie also passed the Bechdel test because of her.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Very
great.
nice, very nice.
Yeah. And it's Catherine Zeta-Jones, so
Very
everything
nice,
she
very
says
nice.
is believable. There's an incredible sequence where two guys make a bet on if the world is flat or not, and
That's ahead of his time.
It's so funny. But yeah, it's a very good story. It does get emotional at some points, but it is well worth the watch, and it is like a reason why they shut down their animation.
Because it's just too damn expensive.
Because it was mad expensive.
Yeah.
And a lot of people went to see it.
I'm saying, if like after the success of,
But they also didn't advertise it. It's so frustrating. Like they didn't like market this.
So
movie.
They didn't have money at
it got,
that
it got the
point.
Strange World treatment, but we didn't have a
Basically.
streaming service at that point.
Same thing that happened to Treasure Planet. Basically
Yeah.
happened to Sinbad. where they
No,
were like,
no
"Here's this
advertising
movie.
money behind it.
People will see it if
Yeah,
they
so you
hear
got these
about
two
it."
movies from DreamWorks and Disney who like make all the money, but also cost all the money.
Yeah.
And say, hey, let's do it again. But
They could do
Not-
it, and Sinbad could have made all of the money if they had marketed it correctly. It's like the first time I saw it was on like when DirecTV would let you like order movies and stuff. That
Right.
was the first time we saw it, and then we like ripped it off of DirecTV with a VHS tape and
Right.
watched it every road trip. But
piracy is bad, okay?
No, you were allowed to do that back then. You had a TiVo.
I mean, you weren't allowed.
No,
to
he
do
said recorded on a blank VHS tape, sir.
Yes,
Piracy
sir.
is bad, okay?
it. Making them road trips.
Piracy is bad, okay?
Had Chronicles of Narnia too. It was great.
Piracy is bad, okay? Miriam, please finish
So
us off.
for my final and then we have two more, right?
No,
Yeah.
one more. You did two.
Wait.
Did you?
No.
No. What did you
I'm
want?
on my last round.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you
I'm gonna round us out with a DreamWorks from me. With honestly, I'd forgotten it until just a second ago. Shout out our girl Rihanna. Home.
Ooh.
It is such a cute story.
Sure is. Sure the hell
It's
is.
with Jim Parsons
Jim
as
Parsons
O,
and Steve Martin.
and
I'm
he
sorry,
learns
it's
to
better than
dance.
Monsters Aliens.
I'm not disagreeing. What you mean?
I
I'm
mean
talking about like that was.
definitely.
Ooh, that one made me cry.
That was a good movie.
Bro,
Such
the
a-
reconnection with the mama at the end, I was in
Yeah,
tears,
man.
man.
Jim
They're-
Parsons is such a good character.
It's like
Yes.
a story. It's almost like a Lilo and Stitch story.
Yeah,
Kind
but
of.
if like Stitch
But
had
it's
a
more
actual,
It had a voice.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
could exist without Lilo and Stitch.
It's a
Yeah.
That was the
Absolutely.
first time they did that kind of
Absolutely.
story where I wasn't like, oh, this is just Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
This is-
Right.
Facts.
This is
Facts.
independent.
It's separate
I
and
agree.
apart from.
That's really tight.
It's a very good movie.
what is my body doing?
It's so cute. It's just, yes,
Home hits. It hits home.
it does.
Didn't they give us, just kidding. I lied. I forgot. I thought one of the major songs that came out. There's like a year where there's like 4 songs about going home that came out.
Rihanna has a song on it.
Shout out to girl Riri.
I figured, but she didn't like
Super Bowl happened while we were away, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's in my weekly blur.
Okay. Bruh, but that was a fantastic film. My last one.
Dancing in the Dark came from home.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing in the dark.
Yep. Also, Towards the Sun is one of her songs on it that she made for the movie. Anyway, Jeremy, what's your last movie?
Hang on.
No, you're not.
Are you searching? Are you searching for the? Do you remember what the song sound like?
Yeah.
Place your home.
You'll remember it.
I vaguely remember that. Vaguely. Chicken Little.
Hey, bring it home.
Chicken
Sky is
Little.
falling.
Yes,
The
sir.
sky is falling. Scrubs plays Chicken Little. Zach Brown.
Not.
I love Zach Brown. Man. I love Zach Brown.
You said scrubs.
White scrubs.
White Scrubs is Chicken Little.
Scrubs.
What a movie. But I mean, you take this.
Florence Pugh's ex-husband.
Ooh, you right.
Didn't they have a baby? Yeah, baby. No.
No,
They got no
she
baby.
doesn't have kids.
No, they got-
He has kids.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think they were married.
Is it with
They
Elliot?
weren't.
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
You take the short story about Chicken Little and all the animals and what they do when the sky is falling, and you extend it and expound upon it about aliens and non-believers and conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
What a movie!
Talk about a fever dream.
It really was. The baseball,
Sky is falling does
his
it.
obsession with baseball was always fun,
Man,
interesting to me.
that the sequence of him getting to school and like him being the size of a chick trying to get to school, yeah, that was hilarious. Lost his pants, had to like do origami pants because apparently that wasn't the first time he lost his pants on the way to school.
The aliens, like the UFOs coming out of the sky was pretty sick too. When they
Yeah, because they like hexagonal,
Yeah.
like just like come out of
force
the
fielded in there.
clouds.
Yeah.
They're just coming out,
I should have believed the little chicken.
bruh. What was
Mother
been
McDonald
fun?
was
Nah, my boy Runt. It's like how you the smallest in your family, but you the biggest pig I ain't never seen in my life.
Right.
Run to the litter, then the ugly duckling. I was like, man, they just
That was funny. I thought including the ugly duckling was nice.
A nice little touch.
That was a nice touch.
Another nursery rhyme element.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie again. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm a swan. Yeah.
I wish. And
Hey, she was crazy too, right? Like, she was kinda like-
his voice when he became a swan.
Mentally ill, right? It was a little bit like unhinged.
It was scary. Like it by itself, just hearing him go, guys, I'm a swan. It's terrifying.
fish out of water.
Yeah.
Dude had like it was the opposite of like it was like SpongeBob. Like it was basically a goldfish with a fish bowl on his head full of water. Dude, the dodgeball scene where it's like he's like breaking it.
Yeah.
Definitely,
like-
that sounds like a.
This movie is
Watch this.
ridiculous.
It is pretty wild.
It is wild. And when they do like the movie scene at the end where like they make a movie about him doing that, and like I think like Patrick Warburton was the voice of Chicken Little, and like the action made fish out of water talking, it was just like super security level. Like it was this whole movie was just weird. I don't know what Disney was on at that point in their life.
It was Disney's response to Jimmy Neutron.
Basically.
Wow.
And I mean, we can get into that because Jimmy Neutron, when they do the movie and the TV show, it's just a whole fever dream. Because the animators and like everybody,
They
said,
didn't give a damn.
well, it was that, but also they were just like, yeah, they put us in a room and said, you got 2 days to finish this. Yeah, so
The movie?
the TV show too.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. But yeah, go ahead and finish up your last one so we can hit them up on the weekly blurb.
Bro, I'm going to round it out with Brother Bear.
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
The Canadian moves, they were funny.
Rick Moranis was one of them.
A crier.
The fact that Joaquin Phoenix is the voice of Kenai is
Oof.
forever
What?
shocking.
No.
Yeah.
We've told you this.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. That man is very
Joaquin.
talented.
We watched this at your place that one time.
Yeah. And then Coda being
Jeremy from
the Bernie Mac Show. Yeah, man. No,
So-
my name is Coda.
Coda.
Wow.
They were black.
Oh yeah. No, all the bears are black. Even when they did the whole like the bear, the past the salmon.
Yeah. No, I will always. I think that it's like. I mean, it's a gorgeously animated movie. It's got a great cast. I remember it. It's one of those like core memories from my childhood that I watched at that after school care program too. Like I can still hear his voice. I'm over here.
Oh, it's like he's still here.
I'm not dead.
Oh man, but we can go on and on.
We can go on and on.
Hey, but what we're going to do now is take a very quick break, and then we will be right back with the weekly blurb. Be right back, guys.
Be right back.
Be right back.
Nah, I don't like that. That's better.
It's time for the weekly blurb. It's further away.
Welcome back, Screech.
You got 20 minutes.
Alright, welcome back. We gotta get through this, but we get to because it's time for
The weekly blurb, where we talk about stuff and things and
all the things.
hashtag baby. Still working on that merch. Shut up.
Come one
It's
of
coming.
these.
I know.
I'm gonna stop lying one time.
I mean, it's still coming. You're not lying.
You know, development
He
takes
said
time.
coming soon. Soon is just a relative term.
You know, it's like when we say we're around the corner.
Time is a man-made construct.
It's not real.
Who first?
Jeremy.
Cool. All right,
buddy.
I'm gonna talk about Comic-Con.
Okay.
I was there all weekend. I'm at the table all weekend.
What was
They
the
came
coolest-
and hung out with us all weekend.
What was the coolest thing you did?
Coolest thing I did, I had adult money this time. This is probably one of the first cons where I got paid a couple days beforehand, so I actually had adult money to play around with.
Yeah.
So I actually got to spend money and have a fun time.
Yeah, you did.
And I got to talk to some voice actors, some of my favorite voice actors from that were there that day or that weekend. First and foremost, Jay and I got to meet the voice of Goku, as most of y'all may know him, but I know him as Rolf from Ed, Edd n Eddy, and I am now the proud owner of Plank, signed by Rolf,
Hell yeah.
and he has his one of the many quotes of Rolf that says, "Life has many doors, Ed boy."
He
And
did
he
the
did the
voice.
voice in
It
front of
was
us.
funny.
It was freaking fantastic. Next up on the list, I got to meet. Shout out to Jade because she's in love with Avatar. I got to meet the voice of Sokka. Got signed. Get that focus. Because you got to drink cactus juice. It'll quench you.
It's the quenchiest.
It's the quenchiest. I just got to talk to him. Dude, Jack the Center is actually really cool. We had quick conversation. Real dope, real awesome, cool person. Last but not least, I grew up watching this. My mama grew up watching this favorite character. I loved it. She loved it. I told him about it. I got autograph picture of Squidward from the voice of Squidward, Mr. Roger Bumpus.
I like the picture you went with again.
Oh yeah, because Band Geeks is the penultimate episode of SpongeBob.
Premiere episode.
Oh my
Bar
God.
none.
Like, why not? But yeah, I mean, other than that, got to hang out with Blurred Over again. Shout out to Blurred Over. We got to hang out.
Always a good time.
All of our tables. We don't know if this was racially motivated or not,
You know,
but
we had a lot in common with the people we were around.
all fan tables that were next to each other, and I mean going from the
I'm gonna be
Hardy
honest.
Brothers
hospital,
podcast.
going from the children's hospital table, who was manned by a black lady, to the K-pop
Oh.
minicom, who was manned by a black woman, to Blurred Over, who was manned by a black-owned business, to Blurred Survivor Guy, who was manned by a black-owned business, to Hardy Wrestling Podcast, owned by a black woman, and then there was one more podcast at the end. I've met them before. I'm so sorry I cannot remember your name at this moment, but also black-owned.
I feel like that's better though.
It was.
It was cool because they put us right
me a
in the
nigga
alleyway on the way to the entertainment section.
It was Blurred Avenue because we were like,
Yeah, it was
Blurred
fire.
Over had his DJ set up out there with his big speaker, his amp, and it was, playing like anime
Line
theme
dances
songs,
and
line
everything.
dances. Yeah, it was dope. Got to hang out with them. Like I said, shout out to Blurred Over. Shout out to all of the con goers that were there.
Blurred Sunday, Morgan the Leaf.
Yeah, we all got to
Everybody.
hang. Did the Blurred photo shoot. You'll see some of those pictures.
Skip.88.
Yeah, and DJ Dope Vibe. Yeah, he took pictures. Like I said, overall the weekend was amazing. Didn't really go to any panels, but there weren't really any panels worth going to except for Blurred Over. It's Blurred Out, which was hilarious.
Always a fun time.
I got to show my improv skills.
Yeah.
#theater.
It was dope.
It was a good time.
But yeah, that about wraps up my weekly blurb. And I think the other thing I want to say is go watch. I'm starting to watch it. It's on Disney Plus, but go watch it. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It is Black excellence in a TV show. I've only watched the first 22 minutes.
It's
of the
Black
first
History
episode,
Month. Go watch it.
and it is amazing. Watch it.
Cool.
I'm done.
I'm up next. You sleep? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna react quickly, and I guess in the next over a 5-minute period to the Super Bowl halftime show, and I guess like some of the commercials that we saw as well. Shout out to my boy Seth for hosting us. We had a great time. It was a fun game to
Remember
watch.
the deep ass voice from episode 1. That's that deep ass voice.
Real deal. The game itself was fun to watch. It was like exciting. Everything was everything.
It went off the script.
I mean, no, I followed the script. I think it followed.
I don't
the
know what
script.
script they can talk about in football, but apparently a script was followed.
There is a potential and the possibility that NFL football is entirely scripted from start to finish. Every single game.
I saw a picture on Twitter that said someone leaked the script for the Super Bowl.
And I
I
mean,
was like,
it seemed like it because it was like a real dramatic half game. Like the first half was, it was a tale of two games kind of. The first half was Philadelphia playing well, winning, and then the second half was the Patrick Mahomes team coming back and
The Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes and the
Mahomes
Chiefs.
featuring Travis Kelce and the other guy.
Exactly. So yeah, no, that was lit. But
I saw a TikTok where it
The
said Patrick
best-
Mahomes sounds like Danny McBride.
I saw that 181 million people watched the halftime show, whereas 113 million watched the game itself. So like it went up for Rihanna's
For only that 13 minutes.
for that 13 minutes
I mean,
where
that's Rihanna.
bro,
First of all, it was Rihanna's concert featuring some football game.
facts.
So
I love the shirts that I saw. That people,
I want one.
Yeah, the Rihanna concert. Kind of weird that it's being interrupted by the
Football
football
game,
game,
but whatever. Yeah.
But whatever.
I want that
She
shirt.
teased a lot of songs too.
She put a lot into that bitch. Like I mean, we
It
knew
was definitely a greatest hits medley, and she did well.
She like teased trains and whips and
She did. She teased SNL.
SNL.
She started it with "Bitch Better Have My Money."
I wish I was lit for it.
I was hyped for Diamonds. I was so happy that she did Diamonds.
She
I
said
thought,
y'all gonna have to wait for tour for the other ones.
Yep.
bruh, I
Also gotta wait 9
gotta
months.
wait for this baby to come
Postpartum
out
and
before
all
I
that,
start.
Probably gonna be
I
another
feel
year and a
like it's
half.
A little bit farther than 9 months.
I thought it was cool that she decided to
Oh, it's
tell the
almost part
world
of
that
the
she
show.
was pregnant.
I think the
Via
baby
the
goes in,
Super
like,
Bowl.
4 months.
Even
And
so,
she's
we still
on
got
tour
she got to take
for
care of it. Got to breastfeed. I don't know if she breastfeed or not, but like postpartum and all that, it's gonna be probably another year and a half before we see some kind of tour or some kind of
Can't.
announcement.
I mean, a year. I mean, Beyonce did it.
It was also surrogate. At the
I
same
think it
time.
doesn't matter. Every woman is on their own journey.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Sure.
you don't need it.
Sure,
You don't need
yeah.
to talk.
I mean, it'll happen at its own
She'll
time.
do it when she does it.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Period.
But no,
We might be 45.
I saw a few memes where people were going to be upset if she had started it with No Woman, No Cry or Olivia. I wasn't going to be mad. I really wasn't.
I really wanted her to do the song about her shooting a dude, but I feel like she,
Shut a man
Man
down.
Down.
Yeah.
I really- she's gonna do that on tour though.
Yeah, it's gonna go
I can
hard.
see every city she gonna like fake shoot somebody in the crowd and then start the
Please,
song.
fake shoot me.
Pow pow. Pow pow. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in there acting up.
But I think no, for real though. I don't know how people are complaining. I don't know how there are people that are out here trying to tell Rihanna what she should have done on the show. It's beyond me. Actually, like,
And she did it for free.
she kind of had to apparently. That's like
That's
the
most
tradition
of
or
yeah. That's
whatever.
most Super Bowl. halftime performances.
But regardless of that, like I fully enjoyed both the game
People get a
and the
free
halftime show.
concert.
I will say that this year the commercials were lackluster. Honestly, like there were a couple good ones that were like funny, like the Tubi one that was good. Aside from the sad facts related to it,
We ain't gonna talk about it.
but
One sad facts. I got cut.
outside of that, I mean, I wasn't. There's not one that like really sticks out except for the actors. Like they
Talking
knew.
about Steve Martin and the what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Not in the museum.
Yeah,
Ben
Ben
Stiller.
Stiller. The Ben Stiller.
The Pepsi
commercial.
Zero commercials.
Yeah, the
It's like,
Pepsi-
am I really acting?
You'll
I
never
like John
know.
Travolta singing.
I didn't like that
Race
one.
again.
Yeah.
Scrubs.
With
Scrubs?
Yeah.
With-
Why they have black scrubs?
with both scrubs.
And it was all right. That one just wasn't for me. And it was like, I don't need to see John Travolta sing again. I'm good. I liked it. But
What was another commercial? I'm trying to remember. I mean, of course, all the Marvel teasers or all the movie teasers and trailers.
that was lovely. I mean, there was a bunch of electric car commercials again this year, so that was interesting again.
Drive Toyota E, Toyota Volt, Honda Volt E.
Trust me, when Toyota comes out with an electric vehicle, I will get it, but it has not happened yet.
The Prius?
It's not an entirely electric vehicle. It's a hybrid.
I think the 2020 Priuses are electric. They made a big deal about
He want a 4Runner, but electric.
I do want a 4Runner electric. But anyway, that's my overall reaction to Super Bowl weekend. I also got a signed 4-star ball from the man who voiced Goku. And I asked him about the first time what it was like to go on Super Saiyan, because that was like an iconic scene. And that was fun. Right?
Alright, I got two.
Woo!
So, the first one is one of my favorite YouTubers named Jordan Fringe. Does a lot of great content on cartoons on his main channel, and he has a gaming channel called Jordan Fringe Gaming. It's great. He does a lot of retrospectives, which I love. But he just put out a 7.5 hour video on Hey Arnold,
Who's got the
Jesus.
time?
and I'm
Is
4
it-
hours into it right now.
Does he stop?
Ryan has the time.
Does he
Ryan.
stop?
I mean, if you
He's got to edit it.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, how is it broken?
I'm like, I'm really curious how long he's been working on this video, because
Right.
he's just for Christmas, for the month of December, he did a video every day from December 1st until like Christmas Day, and some of these videos were like hefty things. So he needs a nap, I'm sure, but it's
Got
really
to,
cool.
man.
He's going through the series like episode by episode and like giving facts and like saying like. He has like interviews with creators and like he's going through the soundtrack. It's
Oh,
incredibly
dang.
well done.
Oh, dang.
Probably going to be like the definitive piece of media on Hey Arnold, other than watching the show.
I'll have to check it out.
It's really cool. It's nice to have on in the background while you're working because he just keeps going. But yeah, that's the first one, and the second one is that Skrillex gave us not one but 2 albums after 9 years of
In 2 days. No,
no albums.
one
in
weekend.
2 days. And he sold out Madison Square Garden in about 3 minutes,
I saw that.
which was ridiculously heartbreaking. I was sitting in line waiting for tickets because, you know, I
Why
know
not?
who I
What
am.
if you can?
Yeah.
And it just sold out as soon as I got in line.
That is bad. That's bad as Lil Wayne.
Yes,
His
except
tickets-
bigger.
Yeah, except
Way bigger.
way bigger.
Except of the garden.
Yeah.
But both albums are incredible.
Check it out.
Yeah, I still gotta look to the
It's
second
gonna
one.
change bass music again, which is great. Everybody has. a
It's
new
an
favorite.
interesting, like, how, like the arrangements are very fascinating to me,
Yeah,
honestly.
they're both very good. I think I'm trying to figure out which one you're supposed to listen to first, because I feel like they're both because they both start out the same way. It's 2 variations of the same song, and so I think it's "Don't Get Too Close" first, but.
I think if you
We'll probably never
listen
know.
to a lot of bass music, you should listen to the not that one first.
I'm talking not like what genre you listen to. I'm talking about as 2 projects that are connected because he has the same motifs across both of them.
Fair. Yeah.
You
Okay.
should listen to "Don't Get Too Close" first.
I hear that. It does get because it goes from lighter to heavier.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they're very good. You got Chief Keef on the song.
Brought him back. Do you like Porter Robinson? Porter Robinson's on the second album.
Porter Robinson's on it.
There's an effect. I'm just now looking at Spotify. The playlist that he created on his page, it has "Don't Get Too Close" first, and then don't Quest for Fire.
Quest for Fire is much harder, so it makes sense. Cool.
But thank God Skrillex is back. It's been so long.
And we're gonna see him in Hangout.
See him in Hangout. Which is crazy. Like, there's so many other people that are on this album that are gonna be at Hangout.
Right.
Like Luna Georgia's gonna be at Hangout.
Not Chief Keef. AJR. Young Gravy.
Hangout. We might even get a Sway Lee appearance at Hangout.
All I know is I want to be close for SZA. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Good luck.
Oh,
Yeah, for real.
I know I'm getting my close up for AJR.
Depending upon when they play, I'm gonna try to get close for Paramore.
Yeah.
But
Good luck to all of us. What you mean?
that might be a
be
a
Close
conflict.
is relative, remember?
I'm predicting a conflict for Paramore. So
You're predicting?
I'm predicting a conflict for Paramore.
That'd be tragic.
It's gonna happen.
I just want, even though he wasn't on the song. What's
Rick Astley.
Yeah, I just want him to come out during Young Gravy set, and I'll be happy.
I mean, it's possible. We got last time we went to hang out, Jimmy Buffett was there.
Lol. That's amazing.
Kygo brought him out.
Fascinating.
Well, speaking of fascinating, what an amazing episode.
Well done, fellas. Well done.
Thank you, dear.
That is a long ass.
Where can the people find us?
On Spotify. Not on Spotify. Well, you can find us on Spotify at Blurred Survival Guide. On Instagram and Facebook at Blurred Survival Guide.
On TikTok and Twitter at Blurred Guide.
On Google at Blurred Survival Guide. You can find us on our personals, or on Redbubble first at Blurred Survival Guide, and on our personals at That Dancing Blurred.
And at Blurred Activist.
Yes, it's Ryan K.
And yes, nope. And it's just MRM.
Hey, and other than that, keep surviving, everybody.
Listen to the theme song.
We're back.
Taylor King.
DSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end. DSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end.
Oh, we back at it again. Jay, Jeremy, Miriam, Ryan, friends until the end. What's new this week? That is our mission. Spoiler leaks, not our ambition. Call us geeks. Come on now, listen. Black and nerdy's our position.
Blurred boys, y'all know what to expect. Enter the podcast, we come in correct. Survivalist world, we coming for the throne. Blurred boys, survivalist zone.
DSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end. DSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end.
Taylor.
It's the Blurred Survival Guide. It's the Blurred Survival Guide. It's the Blurred Survival Guide.